die. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, wait, I feel I'm a little underdressed here. Just, wait. There we go. That's a little bit better. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys doing today? I'm so heckin' tired. Oh my god, I'm dying. It's fine though. I wanted to come hang out for a little bit anyway. I did enjoy Jackbox. I did. For those of you who didn't get to see the collab earlier, I was streaming with Shura and Scarlet and Daya and Tomo, and we were playing some Jackbox, and it was a lot of fun. I love all those girls a lot. But yeah, I'm so tired today. For those of you who don't know, I was sick yesterday, which is why we have 2 streams today. Or I was in the collab and then now I'm doing some chatting, cause yeah, I was sick yesterday. And it wasn't like big sick. It was like a whole bunch of like malaise things. And if that's not something you're familiar with, essentially it's just like you get the like shitty things, you know? So like you're like really exhausted for no reason, and you're super nauseous for no reason, and you're dizzy for no reason, and like it's all of those like the little like symptomy things. But it's no like big sick things, you know, but they're all at once, so it really fucking sucks. So, I'm feeling better than I did yesterday today, but I'm still incredibly tired, and I'm a little nauseous, and I'm a little dizzy. So my brain is not braining very well, but brain is not braining very well, but we have been doing things today, so malaise is just not feeling okay. Yeah, it's essentially like you feel like shit. Things are not going good. I see you, little bunny. Don't you jump over that. I'm gonna have to pick you up again if you jump. Don't you do that. But yeah, so it wasn't like anything specific. For example, you know, if you get food poisoning, you know you've got food poisoning sort of idea, right? Like if you've got a migraine, you know it's a migraine. But like sometimes you just get like a whole bunch of the shitty little things all at once, and they're all like an 8 to 10 out of 10 for those particular things, you know? I got a decent amount of sleep. I don't know if I got like tons and tons of sleep. Mainly because, especially when I'm really nauseous, I find it hard to like get to sleep and also to stay asleep, if that makes sense. So yeah, very unfun. I probably should have eaten something today more than some gummies and like beverages, but I'm still nauseous, so I haven't really eaten much either. That probably doesn't help with the energy level. But that's why I've got caffeine, right? That's why we've got caffeine, so it's fine. It's fine. And hello, everyone. Welcome. I did see a couple of people saying that they're probably gonna head to bed, so I hope that you guys get some fantastic rest and sleep. Yeah. Sugar diet, yeah, well, you know, sometimes it is what it is. I will be ordering myself some food later tonight. I mean, I could make myself fries in the air fryer. Cause that's starch. Yeah, I could make myself some fries later. Maybe in a little bit I'll take a hot second and pop some fries into the air fryer. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Do you guys like? Are you guys okay to eat while you're really nauseous? Because usually that makes me not want to at all. Gonna follow your diet because you feel sick? Totally not because you're lazy to make food. That's a bad idea. We all know that my diet is absolute shit. Is it better than last year when I started? Yeah. But still not great, and I do supplement it specifically. Like I make sure to take like a diet, supplements. That's the word I'm looking for. And like there's like bonus vitamin C things. I mean, most things have lots of vitamin C. It's quite hard to have a vitamin C deficiency these days because a lot of stuff is fortified, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yesterday, I also didn't really eat much. I had, what did I eat yesterday? I had some noodles, like a freezer thing. Nope, frozen food, freezer meal, there we go. And it was like noodles and chorizo sausages and stuff, and that was pretty good. So I had that, and then I had a bubble waffle because I told myself that maybe if I left the house for like 5 to 10 minutes and got some fresh air, maybe I would be less nauseous, because sometimes that does help, like if it's a windy day outside. So I just like walked a block down and grabbed like a bubble waffle snacky, because I was like, oh, you know, carbs is good, like that's essentially bread, and I see you looking, don't you fucking dare, bunny. I see you. You were so mad when I picked you up the other day. Don't you fucking dare. Anyway, it's a bubble waffle is like an Asian, it's like a waffle, except it's like a circle in an outward thing. I don't know. They're delicious. So I went and got one of those because I was hoping that like a close walk and a snack would help with the nausea, and it did not. So I ate it, and I worked on my birthday present for Roro. And then I went back to bed. I spent most of the day yesterday in bed. And then, yeah, I still have to work on another birthday piece today because I've got another call-in, because it's another girly Whirl's birthday. It's in fact 2 other girly Whirl's birthday, but I forgot to message one of them, so I'm not doing a call-in with her. Because I'm dumb. There's so many people with birthdays in the summer. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely insane. Cyon has too many friends? No. That is a lie. Everyone just has birthdays in the same time, right? Because yesterday was Roro, and today is I, and also Kohaku. But I forgot to respond to Koha. Cause I'm stupid. So I should actually do that now. Where did she? I swear to God, she DM'd me, didn't she? Did she not DM me? Did I make the entire? Oh no, there it is. Wow, I'm sorry. I responded in my head. There. I'll make her something too later, because I'm dumb. I thought I responded. I was like, yeah, I'm signed up. I'm signed up for call-ins. No, I was signed up for 2 other people's call-ins. So, so many things. It's crazy. And there's more girlies coming up, I'm certain. People's parents like to get freaky during the winter when it's cold. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. It's winter for you. You don't like winter? I love the winter. Or I'll complain during the winter too. But I like the winter way more than I like the summer. So I'll take it. It's too warm in my apartment today. Actually, is it? I'm pretty sure it went back up to like proper summer temperatures, and that's why I'm dying. Yeah, today was... Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Today was like 30 again. That sounds about right. It was nice for a hot second, and then it got hot again, and I don't like it anymore. I would like it to be fall, please. I know that we're only in the beginning of August, but I think I've done enough summer. Now we can just go back to autumn. I think that would be fantastic, right? I think that would be great. I think that would be absolutely great. Hands up if you also would please like it to be less warm. I think that would be great, because if it was less warm, then we can all hang out, and you know, you don't want to stay like 12 million miles away from other people because it's too hot and things, and you can put a sweater on and it's nice, it's comfy cozy. Yeah. You had enough summer the week it started? Yeah, fucking same. Yeah, spring is, like I've said before, is really nice and pretty, but yeah, my allergies like it way less. All your hands are up? Yeah, that's a fucking mood. It is not nice. I mean, I know that some people really, really like the summer. Those people are fucking insane as far as I'm concerned, but at least they're having a good time, I guess. Who doesn't like less warm, but August will still be hot for sure? No, don't say that. I'm hoping that it gets colder. Next week is at very least a little bit cooler than it was this week, so you know, I'll take that. I'll take that. It's fine. It's fine. I just want to not overheat in my own apartment, I think. I think that's really all I want, you know? That into like not have to look at my electricity bill, I'm very scared. I'm very scared of my electricity bill. Because the air conditioner has been running since it got hot in July, and I'm about to pay way too fucking much for that. In your part of the world, only seasons are wet and not wet. I mean, it's still wet. Everything is wet, okay? It's just humid instead of raining, I think, is, you know, how that works. Next week's gonna be 90 Fahrenheit. You don't know what that is and not landed on the moon? I mean, that's only if you believe in the moon. I have to see. Yeah, that's approximately what it was today. So, oh wait, why? Oopsie. For a moment, I became a vampire. But yeah, that's approximately what it was today. So, that's. Please note that my apartment is, generally speaking, 5 degrees warmer than it is outside at any given moment. It's too fucking hot in my apartment, and I want to die. So if you ever wonder why I'm just constantly feeling not great, that would be why. It is far too warm, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. When you say wet equals typhoon, not wet equals melting, yeah, no. For here, wet is raining, and the summer is also at least decently humid most of the time. I don't live in a dry area. It's not like humid like Asia humid. That's different. That is different. We are not at that level, but it is more humid than a lot of places. So, slow cooked tanuki, yeah. I just slowly it's you know, yeah, it's like a slow pressure cooker, right? Like I just sit here and then I get like basted in my own sweat. That, never mind. I take that back. Put those words back in my mouth. I don't like that. But I sit here and I just like slowly saute. Do I saute? No. I guess I kind of boil. Maybe it's not really boiling either. Air fry? I guess I air fry. Air fried tanuki? Air fried tanuki. Yeah. Hottest month is April. Really? Oh, interesting. 27 Celsius apartment, outside is 17. Yeah, it was in the 30s today, and it is still in the 30s currently in my apartment. So, yeah, heat is my enemy. I don't like it. It's no fun. No, there's no free sweat. There's no free sweat. No. I am wearing my stabby mushroom t-shirt and we're having a good time. We are sitting here. We are not moving. We are drinking lots and lots of water. Please do make sure you're drinking water and staying hydrated and shit. That is incredibly important. Yeah. Very, very important, actually, because I feel like a lot of people don't drink enough water. The other day, I drank lots of water. So much water. Oh, my God. Nay, thank you for the super. Thank you. How much what? Wait, how much what? I'm so confused. I'm so confused, baby, can't you see? Please come rescue me. For the sweats and seasons. No! No, no amount of money for sweat. No. Mm-mm. No. Get a 64-ounce big bottle and just fill it up every morning? I don't know how much that is. But the other day, I had water before I went to work, and then on my lunch break, I bought 1 liter of water because it was you know, I had to go out and buy some stuff. So I got a liter of water. And then I drank the liter of water, yay! And then I came home and I had even more water, and then I refilled my water, and then I have even more water. I was full of water. It was too warm, far too warm. On the other hand, I make the bad habit, I have a really bad habit of not bringing a water bottle to work, so sometimes I just don't drink water for 8 hours. Which is not good. I need to actually get myself like a water bottle that I bring to work. My problem is that whenever I bring things to work, I hate it because I have to bring it to work, and that means that I have to lug it around with me, and if it's full of water, then it's heavy, and then it hurts my back. And then I have to remember to bring it home, and then sometimes I have to remember to clean it, and then I also have to remember to not forget it places because I forget everything everywhere. Just get one of those Gamer Supps ones. Yeah. But I still need to put it in my bag then. The office does have water dispensers, but I would have to leave my work area and go get water and then come back to my work area. Sometimes I do that because we do have plastic cups in one of the little, is it a shelf? It's kind of like a shelf. Not really. It's kind of like a shelf, I guess. But sometimes there's plastic cups in there. Yes, next to things that I can't say because it would very much give away where I work. Yeah. Mild back pain is better than being dehydrated 24/7. It would not necessarily be mild back pain is the problem because my back is already in constant, at least mild back pain. Also, I'm silly and I'm not supposed to put things over one shoulder, but sometimes I do because especially in the summer when you have something like a backpack, and it like is touching your back, then your back gets sweaty. I don't know if that happens to anyone else, but like if you have like a backpack on and it's pressed up against your back, and then it's that like extra layer, and then I don't know if that makes anyone else sweat, but it definitely makes me sweat. And I don't like wearing a backpack in the summer. But that's what I'm supposed to do for my back. Like having like all of your stuff that you're carrying around on just one shoulder is not great for you. It's actually quite bad for you. So usually I don't like to do that. But in the summer I do that because I fucking hate the feeling of something touching me and then it touching sweat and then I don't like it. So yeah, my back is usually in general angrier at me when the weather is warmer as opposed to when it's colder. So yeah. Don't use backpacks for that reason. Yeah, I usually have like it's a backpack. It's like a backpack purse ? Like it's like a leather backpack. It's not like super small, but it's smaller than like a school bag. But like I can still fit a bunch of stuff in it. My problem is though that I do carry a bunch of stuff in it, which is it's not great to throw that over one shoulder. Yeah. Crossbody bags that go on the front. Crossbody. All I can think is like the crossbody backpack that I had in school. But I do use waist bags sometimes that strap around, but those I use less often for like work because they're a lot more like casual looking. They're a lot more like fashion esque question mark, like the ones that I've got at the very least. They're not really you know, they're not really like, yeah, professional. Me saying that is if I don't fucking go into work sometimes in just like fucking cargo jeans. But like, yeah, I don't generally wear those particular bags to work. Also because I'm more likely to forget them if it's a smaller bag. Because I do have to, like, you know, take it off to sit down and stuff like that. But at least the backpack, I can chuck it under my desk and it's big enough that I'm not going to forget it when I go out for lunch and therefore not be able to buy myself lunch, which has happened previously when I've brought a waist bag, which was, I guess, last summer technically, for the very reason of it's way nicer to not have things touching you when it's warm outside. Yeah. Crossbody are the ones that you clip from one shoulder to the side. Yeah, I used to have one of those in school when I was in like high school or something. Also, still not the best because it pulls along one side of your body, and like I guess theoretically you could like swing it over like each side. But I have a habit of, even if technically you can switch back and forth to sort of like even out the strain, as it were. I almost always, if I'm wearing a one-shoulder bag, it will be on my left shoulder. Is it on purpose? No, but that's just kind of what always ends up happening. And so it fucks up one side of my body. Because it's not really even if I switch it to the other side sometimes, and then I'll like get to where I'm going and I'll notice it's like back on the left shoulder and I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? And it's just because it's more comfortable for some reason in terms of like where the weight is sitting. Like it's where my body likes it to be, and then it gets angry and nothing goes well. So I just generally try to avoid having things across one part of my body. Yeah. Have it on your right because you need your right hand free in case stuff goes down. Oh, interesting. You did exactly the same thing for the last 2 years of college? Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm not left-handed. I'm right-handed, but I think that's part of it because if I have my backpack on one strap, it's on my left side, but my right hand always has my phone, generally speaking. Unless I have a coffee, and then the coffee's in the right hand and the phone's in the left hand. But that way, if the phone's in the right hand and I don't have a coffee and the backpack's on the left hand, then it's like, it evens out, sort of, if that makes sense. It only makes sense in my fucking messed up Tanuki brain, I feel like, but yeah. Strap over the left, shadow right arm free. Exactly. And then I can use it to do stuff and hit buttons and do whatever it is that I'm doing. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll be a normal person and just have like, I don't see. I say that, but I don't really like purses. I don't think I've ever actually. I think I've owned a purse, like a proper purse, once in my life, and it was because Hart got it for me for my birthday when I was, I want to say in uni, like in my early 20s maybe. It was a. God, what was it? It was the ugliest bag that I've ever seen, for one. Which sounds really mean. But it's just because me and Hart have very, very different tastes in terms of aesthetics. And she was trying to get me something she thought I would like, but she was like really off base. She tried very hard, but it was like a Coach bag because Hart is a labels person. Like she really likes brand name stuff. I don't give a fuck about brand name stuff. And so she kind of was trying to go for a middle ground of like, okay, this is kind of a brand name stuff, but it's not expensive, so Science not gonna get mad at me. So she got me it was like a Coach bag, but it had like bright, like Naruto orange accent pieces to it. Because she was like, oh, like, this is like fun and youthful and whatever. Anyway, it was certainly a decision. Yeah, so that's the only time in my life I've ever owned like an actual like purse. I've had a couple of tote bags, which I wouldn't consider a purse necessarily, but like bags. And then, yeah, usually I stick with backpacks. For a while, I had, God, what are they called? When they've got like windows that you can put pins and keychains and stuff in them. Anyway, I had one of those. It was like, I had a heart-shaped window and it was just a little black backpack. And I used that for years and years. Yeah, and eat a bag. Yes, exactly. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, well maybe I'm a little old to be carrying around all of my fandom stuff. So maybe I should put this away. And then I switched to another bag, which was very not me, honestly. But I really like Pikachu. I mean, I really like Pokemon in general. So I was like, I found a little Pikachu bag. It was very, very cute. It was very well made, good quality, but it was pink. And you might be thinking, well, what's wrong with pink? Nothing's wrong with pink. I just don't think I own anything pink at all. It's just not generally my aesthetic, but I used that for a couple of years, just because it was a cute bag. It was really fun. Now my bag is just black. I think most things that I wear or have is like accessories or anything like that. Just black. Nice and easy, goes with everything. Yeah, my current backpack is it's a little leather black bag. Yeah, so glad you're a dude and don't have to worry about this stuff. Yeah, I've had this one, I want to say for like 3 years. Leather is great because it doesn't, like, it lasts for a really long time. The one I had before this, I had for like a good 5+ years. I had another just a black backpack as well. That, you know, they just kind of do their own thing. Yeah, it's nice and simple. It goes with everything. So I tend to alternate between that and like waist bags, especially in the summer. But like I said, the waist bags are not exactly professional looking. Yeah, I do like black access. I mean, I like black in general. You can kind of tell. You can kind of tell. I do like pops of color, but tends to be that a lot of the stuff that I wear is generally darker themed in terms of aesthetic. You liked women wearing black with pink accents? I think black and pink can be really, really cute, and it's like a way to make it... I've seen black and pink be both looking more neutral than like just a happy pink sort of thing, but also I can see it being like kind of like punk-y, but in a cute way. I think that's very cute. I tend to lean more towards like reds and yellows and oranges and greens, but like not like bright. So like Merlots sort of for reds, like deep reds or like really dark greens, things like that. I think those are generally the colors that I prefer the most. Currently though, I think I mainly wear like one pair of jeans and like just a bunch of t-shirts and stuff, cause yeah, I don't know. It's not like I leave my house or anything anyway. Yep. Homies got no problem going for the most simple shit ever. Women got it rough. Yeah, that's why I kind of now just... I kind of just dress like existence. If that probably doesn't make sense to anyone. I just kind of like, I just chuck on a t-shirt and I'll put some pants on. And that's good enough. 99% of the time, I'm not doing anything anyway, so... It's like if I'm going to the grocery store or something, like, no one's gonna perceive me. It's fine. It doesn't matter. You tend to prefer solid black when it comes to pretty much everything. You just wear it because it goes well with most things. Yeah, I agree. Black is great. Black is... I do really like darker colors. I think that they're nice. They're just easy. It's really easy to mix and match. If you spill something on it, it's not gonna be visible. If you like trip and fall, it's not gonna be visible, right? I touch grass, Nas. I touch grass. Not generally on my own volition, but I have to leave the house to go to the Raccoon World job. So technically, I touch grass minimally at least 3 times a week. Yeah. And then like usually once more for like groceries or something. Yeah. Yeah, dark colors also tend to like last longer in terms of clothing, I find, because like whites can get kind of grayed out, or if you put it in the washer with like reds and stuff, like you're gonna get weird color splotches on it. It's fine, it's good. Yeah, this way, you know, you can just you chuck all the shit in the washer at the same time, and no one's ever gonna notice, and it's great. Some people dress to impress. Cyan dresses to not leave the house without pants. Yeah. Yeah, or I just don't leave the house and then I don't have to worry about putting on pants. Like today, we're not leaving the house. Don't have to put on pants. Well, I'm gonna order food later, so I'll have to put on pants when I go down to get my food. Well, actually, no, I should put on pants. This doesn't completely cover my ass. Sorry, I had to stand up and check. The shirt's pretty long, but it's not quite long enough that I can go down into the apartment lobby. So I will have to put on like shorts or something. I do have a couple of pairs of like comfy bike shorts that I sometimes will just chuck on under a long shirt, which honestly, it's not that much better than just not wearing pants, because they're bike shorts are skin tight. So like personally, I don't really see much of a difference. Like, sure, you're not seeing the skin of my butt, but you're still seeing what everything looks like. It's just a very thin layer of fabric between me and the world. But apparently that makes everything better. So I have those when I, you know, have to leave the house and it's summer or whatever, because fucking goddamn, I hate putting on bonus layers when it's hot. Oh, it's stupid and I fucking hate it. I also I'm not the most fond of tight shirts in the summer. I prefer loose things, because then you can also like flap them to create wind and shit. Does that make sense? I don't know. So I tend to wear like, if it's of my own volition and I'm not going to work, that is, because when it comes to work, you know, fucking, you gotta put on the professional dress code and shit. Yes, everyone is naked under their clothes, Reimu. Everyone is naked under their clothes. I don't get it. We all have a butt. We all have tummies. Half of us have the same everything else, you know, and the other half have the other everything else. Man, it is what it is. I guess it's all social norms. It's kind of like in some places, the idea of what is allowable in public is very, very different. Like there's places where just like being topless is fine and like no one bats an eye, but obviously if you're in like a lot of Western places, if a woman were to walk around topless, that would catch a lot of eyes. And then the same thing with like, you know, if you go certain places, it's like, you know, having really short skirts is really scandalous. Whereas in other places, you know, people wear short skirts and it's no problem, but like showing your like shoulders or like your like neck and like that sort of area is like, or in some places, just like any amount of skin is generally not really shown. So like, I don't know, it's just social norms and the way that people perceive things is interesting, but I don't know. Personally, I'm just like, yeah, everyone exists. We all have skin and bits, you know, it is what it is. It's not as if they're about to go away or disappear or anything. And we are gonna overlook the fact that I'm in just a t-shirt because 99% of the time, that's what I'm wearing. I thought I'm pretty sure that should be pretty obvious by now. It's been a year. Generally speaking, if I am streaming, I'm just wearing like a pair of underwear and a big t-shirt. Sometimes the t-shirt is not required. It depends on how warm it is. Okay. We already know that I am on the front lines in the war against pants. I don't think anyone should be forced to wear pants in their own home. All right? Everyone should be able to be comfy and just wear whatever it is that they want. I mean, if you really like pants, I question you as a person. But sure, wear your pants. Do that, you know? I think that it's just important to be comfortable. I think it's important to be comfortable, right? Your skin would stick to the chair. Ooh, that sounds terrible. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, my chair is comfy. My chair is comfy, but, you know. It is what it is. I'm not in the war against shirts. Just sometimes when it's really, really fucking hot in the apartment, I just don't want any bonus layers. In general. It's just too warm. It's too fucking warm. Or sometimes, I just will wake up and have to sit in front of the computer because I have not given myself enough time and then I forget. Because I'm in the morning. My version of the morning, not anyone else's version of the morning. I don't wake up well. I don't wake up well. It takes me a good moment to like get my brain in working order. So yeah. Bicycling has destroyed your shorts and you have to avoid pants. Huh? Thighs? From thighs? From thighs? We need more cooler design pants than just jeans. Yeah, no, I agree. I think pants can be cool, pants can be comfortable, but for some reason, all of the things that tend to be more mainstream when it comes to pants are like not comfortable to sit in, or at the very least not comfortable for people like me to sit in, because I sit like a fucking weirdo with like knees up or knees, my knees are almost always bent, so. Yeah. It is what it is, you know? Leather chairs are extremely annoying, especially in the summer. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever purposely want to. I think actually I have had a pleather chair before. It was like when gaming chairs first became really popular, I had like a black and red gaming chair. And then I moved to a place where it would not fit. So I sold it to one of my friends. And I think she still uses that chair as her gaming chair, but it's, yeah, that was a good chunk of time ago. I do still have, I did get another gaming chair eventually when I moved into another place, which I know are not the best chairs to sit on. I know that theoretically they're not good for posture and ergonomics and whatever. It's comfy. It's comfy. I don't like sit properly. I don't lean back and look at me. This is what I look like if I'm like sitting with my back on this chair. I look insane. No. But the bottom is really nice and padded, and that's particularly why I got it, because when I'm in this chair, I sit in here for 12 million years. Used to be because, you know, I would do like rigging comms and stuff, and now it's because I do streaming and my silly little art things and watching other girly worlds. So I just wanted a chair that was comfortable that I could sit in for a long time, you know? Giving the pathetic look. Is that what this? It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I generally don't sit backwards in chairs. I shrimp a little bit, but my posture's actually not too bad. Generally speaking, my posture's not too bad. So, like, it could be worse. It could be worse. That being said, I'm gonna fill my tummy with some more caffeine. Delicious. I do have a protein bar. But I don't generally like protein bars. I bought a whole bunch of them just to try, because I was like, okay, well, like maybe these will be good snacks. Okay, maybe I'll open this one and we'll see what this one tastes like. I got like 5 different ones just to see if I could find, oh, this looks fucking disgusting. This looks like someone took like a fruit leather snack and put a bunch of like nuts and shit into it and then made it like ½ inch thick. Oh, this is disgusting. Oh. Oh, and it's got the texture of sand. Oh, fuck no. No. Oh, you can taste the fruit leather, but it has sand. Oh my god, this is fucking gross. Why does it taste like that? Blech. Ah. Oh, it's sour. Why is it sour? Ah. Oh, nope. 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 Oh, God. Okay, well, that one is definitely, I took a bite of that. We're never getting any more. What flavor was that? That was supposed to be chocolate chip, but it tastes like fruit leather. So that's great. I think some of that got stuck. Why was it sour? I don't know. I looked at the ingredients and the number one thing on there is dates. Number one thing on there is dates. So it's a date-centric protein bar. I just wanted something that might taste like chocolate chip cookies. That's all I wanted. I just wanted chocolate chip cookies. This is why I just want to eat chips, okay? Chips, I know what those taste like. I'm not gonna get hit in the face by some other, like, I literally have a bag of sour gummies. If I wanted sour, I could have just eaten the gummies. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. Protein with a big exclamation mark at the end. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't think that anything is worth eating whatever that was ever again. It's just not great. Just not great. Sadly, the trees in your yard only give you other nuts. Other nuts? Like what? Yeah, I'm gonna get an actual meal after, I promise. I don't know what that meal is gonna be. I don't know. I don't really want to have a pizza, but I could get a pizza. Or I could get a burger. I could get Subway. Subway will still be open. Maybe. Read through ingredients before purchase. I mean, I don't mind dates in and of itself, but dates trying to make the way that one was formulated with the sour and also trying to sell itself as a chocolate chip cookie, not great. Not great. I did not choose food over earbuds. I have not had the chance to go out and get earbuds because I was sick yesterday, and then I woke up today, and then I had a collab, and then I had approximately 45 minutes in which I was trying to draw eye, and then I streamed again. So maybe I'll go out and look for some tomorrow. Yeah. Top tier dinner by the sound of it. Yeah, French toast is really good. I do really like French toast. And you know, it's not the healthiest thing in the world, but it's got egg. So I think that then that means you have to give it some credit, right? Pretty sure that's what it means. Yeah. Ooh, you had some Hawaiian pizza earlier. See, that's what I would get. If I got pizza, it would be Hawaiian pizza. Yeah. And I didn't mean to get up at 4 p.m., but I went to bed late last night because I did sleep most of the day because I wasn't feeling well, and then I had to get up to call into Roro, and then I couldn't really sleep after that, so I played some farm game, And then I'm really bad at time, so I played farm game until like 9 a.m. So that's why I got up late. Usually there's like a reason, like you know, I've recorded something or I'm working on something or whatever. But yeah, last night it was very much just I got sidetracked by farm game. Yes. Oh, no, not down with pineapple on pizza. Up with pineapple on pizza. Pineapple on pizza is great. It's kind of like dipping your French fries in ice cream. It's fantastic. Was it an interesting farm game? I really enjoy it, but I know that it's not everyone's cup of tea, which is why I generally don't play farm games on stream. They're kind of like my turn my brain off and do things sort of games, you know? Yeah, I don't know. They're just kind of like, you know, you just get to run around and you get to like farm and see if you rain, go into the mine and break all the rocks and pet the cute animals and shit. But this particular one I've been waiting to come out for a good hot second because I really like the art direction of it. It's called, I think a lot of girls that I've seen on Twitter have also been really into the game because it's like Fields of Mystria, I believe. It's the art style is like reminiscent of like older shoujo anime. It's very cute. But it is, yeah, it's early access. So, but yeah, I know that that's not everyone's cup of tea, which is why it's one of those things that I play cozy games offline. Yeah. Things to de-stress, right? I think everyone needs a good de-stress thing. Yeah. So like I know a lot of girlies like farm games, or I know a lot of girlies play like League of Legends or FPS things, and those are the kind of things that a lot of the time, like even if we play them, we don't necessarily stream them, if that makes sense. Yeah. Sweet and salty is great. Yes, no, I agree. Sweet and salty is fantastic. But I know that it's not a combination that everyone really enjoys, which I think is sad because I think it's fantastic. But I also do realize that not everyone enjoys cilantro. Me, I don't enjoy cilantro. But people who like cilantro think that it's absolutely fantastic, and they're very sad for people like me who are very much in the camp that cilantro tastes like fucking death, and I would rather die than eat anything with cilantro in it. But yeah. You know, everyone has their own taste buds. Yeah. Cilantro's the devil's lettuce. I fucking hate that shit, man. I fucking hate that shit. It literally tastes like death. It tells my brain that if I eat more of it, I will die. No, I don't have the cilantro taste like soap gene. I have the cilantro taste like death gene. I would rather eat soap than cilantro. I would rather eat soap than cilantro. I hate it. Taste buds completely change every 7 years. I mean, in terms of cellular turnover, sure, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna like different things. My taste in food is very much the same now than it was when I was, you know, than 7 years ago, or 7 years before that, or 7 years before that. I am still a chicky nuggies are superior type of gal. So it's fine. I am also a texture person. Yes, I am a texture person. Doesn't mean it will, but it can. Yeah. Yes. I have that like cilantro will murder me feeling gene. I though also am not very good at distinguishing tastes, if that makes sense. Like I think I've told you guys before, like, right? I've had the chance to go to some like really nice expensive restaurants, and I told that particular friend that I should never be invited back to these places. Because usually it used to be like another friend from out of town would come, and since I was hosting them, the other friends in the group would like take us out somewhere special because it only happened every once in a while, because she didn't come up very often. But yeah, no, I can't I can't tell the difference. My brain just goes, this is good, or this isn't good. But like I can't taste the difference between like a $20 fish and $200 fish. Or like a steak and multiple. Like I can tell the difference in texture, but in terms of like flavor, I am literally just as happy with a McDonald's hamburger than like a Wagyu steak. So yeah. I have absolutely, yeah, I have like shit ass differentiation in terms of like how things taste. So yeah, no, I have multiple times I've told people like my parents wanted to bring me to an expensive restaurant for celebration of things before, and I'm always like, no, let's just go to like fucking let's go to Cactus Club or like White Spot or like I don't care. Let's go to like a local sushi place. Let's go to like, oh, there's like a dim sum place. Here's like, let's go to Hot Pot. I don't know. It's all like Hot Pot is Hot Pot. Burgers are burgers. French fries are French fries. Yeah, no, Denny's is fine. Denny's is great. So, yeah, I'm very much, I am, expensive food is wasted on me, essentially. I really can't taste the difference, which is odd, you know? But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Some guy rebottled cheap supermarket wine, marketed as a super fancy wine, and it won a competition. Yeah, that sounds about right. It sounds about right. But like, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I can tell the difference in terms of like texture stuff, and like texture I think is really important when it comes to food for me. But yeah, it's kind of like when people, okay, well, like I know that I say like I'm really into coffee, I'm really into teas and stuff, but when it comes to like coffee, I can smell the difference in terms of like coffee notes, but it is hard for me to be able to taste the differences in terms of coffee notes. I can tell when a coffee is good and when a coffee is bad, but most of the differences in terms of roast, I enjoy it as I'm like smelling it, or I make sure that I've got a wide brim mug so that like as I'm drinking it, my nose is in the mug, if that makes sense. Yeah. Coffee is usually based on the aroma. Yeah, there's some people who I've worked with before when I was did a lot of coffee things who like I have a friendly acquaintance who her whole job is essentially like the coffee version of a sommelier, like a wine smelly tasty person. So she like gets flown around to different places to like smell and taste coffees and like be the person that like picks things out. Yeah. So like that's her whole thing. So she's really good at tasting different notes and stuff in coffee. And so like she sometimes will like be like, oh, you should try these ones. Like these ones are really good. And I'm like, cool. And sometimes I'll try them and she's like, oh, did you like get this and this note? And I was like, well, I smelled this thing. But yeah, it tastes like good coffee. Thanks for the recommendation. Tastes like good coffee. But yeah, her job is really cool. So I get to hear about it a lot when we're able to talk, which is really fun. I haven't talked to her in a good handful of, it's probably been, I want to say like a year and a half since I've been able to. She doesn't live in the area. She's a friend who is, where does she live? Minnesota? Maybe. Somewhere mid-east US in the human world. Is that where Minnesota is? Is that where Boston is? I don't know. Anyway, if you can't tell, I'm very mid-east. I don't know. I I don't fucking know what states are. Like, it's kind of like when I said Utah or Ohio, and everyone was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Those are not even close. I don't know America. Okay? Not only is that a completely different country, it's also in a completely different universe, all right? I'm from the raccoon world. I don't know human America. It's crazy, all right? I simply do not understand. I don't know how that works, okay? I don't know how that works. I just know that she is over there somewhere. Yeah, I'm not a raccoon. I'm a Tanuki from the raccoon world. Different. Yes. Minnesota is roughly center north in the U.S., a region called the Midwest. It's the Midwest? I thought it was the Mideast. I thought she was closer to the east. I know she's close to the northern border, but like I know that it's one of those places that's like essentially Canada. Midwest is actually eastern. What? What is the purpose of that? What do you mean Midwest is eastern? Mideast is the Carolinas and Virginia and Maryland. Maryland is literally on the fucking eastern seaboard. What do you mean? Huh? That's confusing. Midwest is a large eastern swath of the country. Why? Why are you like this? That doesn't make any sense. It's used because of the location of the states in the 1800s before the U.S. expanded to the Pacific coast. You know, they could just like pick a new name. I hate that. Everything past Mississippi is west. Where the fuck is Mississippi? You're the miss who's piss I sippy. That's the only thing I know about Mississippi. MISSISSIPPI. I guess there's two things I know about Mississippi. And both of them are memes. What, have you guys never heard that before? Have you guys never heard that before? Really? Man, I must have been on a different part of the internet than you guys. Yeah. Yeah. Only things I know about Mississippi is how to spell it, and the meme about you're the miss who's piss-eyed sippy. You know? Yeah. That's it. That's all I know about Mississippi. Then I'm assuming it's probably like a Dorothy Wizard of Oz, like flat area with tornadoes. Maybe. I could be incredibly wrong, but that's the vibe I get from Mississippi. You know? No? Oh, Kansas. Is Mississippi like Kansas? Are they similar? Kinda? You know what would be fun? I'm gonna say fun with fucking quotation marks here, but this could be fun. Here, wait, I have an idea. I have an idea. Yeah. I have an idea. I'm gonna come in this corner. And we're gonna play this game. I don't know what a Connecticut is. I didn't know that was a state. That's... Oh. Wow. Okay, there's text-to-speech on this. I know this is Texas. Louisiana's somewhere down here, right? Oh, I found Mississippi. South Carolina. Georgia. Fuck, I knew it was down here somewhere. Virginia's over here somewhere. Colorado's here somewhere? Fuck, I know it was down here somewhere. I've been to DC. That's the only reason I know that's not. Where the fuck, Kentucky? Is that somewhere here? Tallahassee? That feels like it would be over here too. I know where that is. That's up here? Oh, no, I was going in the totally wrong direction. Pennsylvania sounds like it would be somewhere here too. No? Oh, kinda. That was up here, right? Nope, this one. Yeah! Massachusetts? I thought that was a city. Well. Okay, wait, there was a South Dakota, which means North Dakota is north. Here? No, it's Carolina. Oh, fuck me. Is that this over here? Illinois. Cheese! The fact that I knew that one. Wait, that's kind of sad. Okay, Oklahoma. Idaho. Montana. Georgia. No? Okay. Oh! I literally just clicked it. Okay, well. East. I know that's somewhere east. Okay, I was kind of right. You're the miss whose piss I'd sippy. That was the one that was like here. Missouri. There. Wait, isn't Michigan a city? Ah! Misery. Misery loves company. Ooh, yo! Oh. Yeah, okay. Those are very different places. Rhode Island is like some fucking Kansas. West Virginia. Ooh, I got it. Utah was over here, right? New York is over here somewhere. The fuck is a Delaware? Oh. South Carolina. This one? Idaho has potatoes! I know the ones that are the food ones. Wyoming. I don't... Over here. No, up here. DC state. Right. Indiana. This one. That was one of the ones over here, right? Fuck. Huh? Oh, I thought this one was Nevada. Okay, well, I fucked that up. I was like, I know that it's between... I've driven through it. So I thought that this one was... I was really confused. I thought it was this one because I thought that this one was Nevada. Because I knew that Nevada was next to California. But... oh well. New Mexico's this one. Iowa was one of these. New Jersey was over here. South Dakota is south. Alabama. California. Arkansas. Alaska. Maine. Nevada. 39%. I know it's Arkansas. I know it's Arkansas, okay? But Arkansas is more fun to say, all right? It's more fun to say. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. You have the lady saying What do you mean it's Arkansas? Yeah, it is certainly a strange decision to have Kansas and then not have Arkansas. It's Arkansas. Why is it Arkansas? Why is it Arkansas? That's silly. Challenge the others to a Raconadia province challenge. I mean, to be fair, there's many less provinces than there are states. Many, many less. To also be fair, I forget that some of them exist sometimes, and then I'm reminded, and I'm like, oh yeah, forgot about that one. The names are just as weird though, so I really can't say too much about Arkansas when we've got like Saskatchewan. So they're Native American words, yeah. Yeah. There's lots of different places that have really odd names as well. Yeah. Yeah. Mainly because, in part, the translations are a little silly. From, like, the original language and over into, like, the official English and French names. So, yeah. Manitoba is the province you regularly forget. Yes, agreed. Also, the territories up north. Sometimes I get them mixed up because they've changed those multiple times since I first learned them to now. Halifax is a province. Halifax is a city. Halifax is a city. Yeah. How do you say Newfoundland? Newfoundland. Yeah, but Native Americans, it means is for North America. It doesn't mean native to, like, the USA, because the USA decided just to take the word American, even though it technically means anyone from north or south. So, Yes. Yeah, it's Newfoundland. Newfoundland and Labrador. Yes. Yeah. In fact, the accent when it comes to the east of Canada is when you think about like really strong, like Newfie accent is its own thing. It's very strong. It's kind of interesting. Yeah. Yes. I think it's really fun. Your home states is roughly means big canoe. Yeah, that sounds about right. America, the supercontinent. There's a lot when it comes to America. North and South America. There's also Central. Latin America. There's a lot. So the fact that United Statesians have decided that they're Americans, you do you, I suppose. I used to argue with people online about that just to make them mad, because the only people who would care about that are insane. For one, but it's really fun. Because sometimes people would get really mad about the fact they were like, "No, everyone knows what you mean when you say American. When you say someone's American, you know that they're saying that they're from the United States and not that they're from North America or South America or blah blah blah." It's really funny. Maybe it's just me who gets a kick out of that, but I was always just kind of like, "Yeah, I know. But I'm gonna battle you on this technicality because I'm having a good time." Yeah. Yeah, it's usually associated with the USA. But it's really fun to rile people up with that. It's part of the reason that I sometimes you guys have probably noticed that sometimes I'll say like United Statesian. Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's fun. I think it's fun to fuck around. It's kind of like when I mispronounce words on purpose. I don't know. I just think I think it's just kind of a silly tee hee ha ha. Until you know people actually think that you think that, and then it's a problem. Like when I was out for food with Ma Hart and Pa Hart, and I said that I was gonna get a quesadilla, and Pa Hart was like, you know that's not how you say it, right? you're not gonna order it like that, right? And I was like, no, I fucking know how to say quesadilla. I know it's not a quesadilla. I'm not a fucking idiot. Like, are you kidding me? Auntie would smack me if I fucking went to the family reunion and was like, hey, you bring any fajitas and quesadillas? No! But, you know, sometimes I say things to so much that people actually forget that I am a decently competent Tanuki. But it's fine, you know, it's fine. Not sometimes, it all the time when we talk about the US. It's basically what you call the US now. Haha, teehee, ha ha ha. I don't know, I just think it's silly. I think it's catchy. You like to purposely mispronounce things funny too? Yeah, jalapenos is your favorite? I just think it's fun. Yeah. Yeah. Chilaraye now? Yeah. I just think mispronouncing words when you can is fun, you know? It's kind of like when for a hot second in like weebdom, there was like the purposeful mismatching of like overly used Japanese phrases in terms of like anime culture and like mashing them together with English words like ariga thanks, right? That I used to purposely do around one of my friends who was my roommate because she's half Japanese and she speaks fluently. So I used to do that shit around her all the time and she fucking hated it. Sumimasori. Gomenasori. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I just I think it's fun. Naruto and Nareuto. What? Nareuto? Yamate with a stop. Ariga, thanks. Arigato. In a most southern accent possible. Yeah, that's also fun. Yamate with a stop. Yeah, I usually would do ariga thanks. Sumimasori. The TikTok girl who speaks Japanese in a Valley Girl accent. Yeah. Daijoke. Sometimes I still use daijobunt. Because I'm not. Nothing is daijobunt. Nani the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. I think they're just silly. They're just silly little fun things. People hate them though, you know? That's the thing. I think that's the thing I enjoy the most though, is like you say things and people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And you're like, lots, thanks. Yeah. So like, it's just, you know, if anyone ever asks what's wrong with you, you know, you can say like, oh, that'll take too long. Oh, like, it's easier to tell you what's not wrong with me. Or, you know, just the usual, like, a lot. Or you can ask if they want it in alphabetical or chronological order. I think it's you know, it's one of those fun things. It's one of those fun things. What's wrong with you? You want the list? It's gonna take a hot second. Yeah. Nani sore is always your favorite? Yeah, that one's fun. Nani sore is fun. Yeah. I always think it's funny because, like, I know that most people, when they hear nani, it's like the, like, you always get that, like, right? But for some reason, my brain has replaced the, like, nani with, like, nani. Like, why suddenly do we have, like, the Ara older sister being like, ah ha ha ha? Sure, yeah, that's fine. That's what I needed in my head. The mommy nani, yeah, right? Like, why? Why is this how my brain hears this word now? It's certainly a decision. It's certainly a decision. It was not a conscious one. I would like to not hear it in that voice whenever I read the fucking word, but like that is how it works, I guess. Yours goes to Jojo. Yeah. You got an hour or two for me to explain? Well, it started when I discovered the internet. Because of nanny, maybe? No, definitely not. Definitely not. I just, you know, it's kind of like when, God, oh God. When we ended the collab earlier, the girlies, where we were just like, oh yeah, like anime girl noises and doing like anime girl noises and like all the things, and then I made like there's like the particular anime girl noise, and they were like, didn't know we were going to that, and I was like, I didn't mean to do that. I am so sorry for making that noise in your ear hole, because my brain is a terrible place, and for some reason, the things that are categorized, when most people have normal reactions, mine decides to do things like the Ara mommy voice for Nani, or Yamate is not, you know, the nice way of existing. It is a very like at the end sort of way of existing that our cute girlies did not need to hear, not need to hear in a random Discord call. But that's fine, you know, that's fine. We were talking about like how like we used to, some of us would like mimic, I mean, some of us still do, mimic noises when we hear them. Because we were talking about like learning languages or like making like sounds and stuff. Yeah. And there's certain noises that I can mimic because I mimicked, and so now there's certain words that that's how I hear them in my head, even if they're not the what, like, okay, like for example, fucking, I know that like Oni-chan is just older sibling, okay? But whenever I read the word, some of you know exactly how that word is being fucking read in my head, okay? So like that's a normal fucking word. It's older brother. It's a normal fucking word, okay? That is not how my brain decides to represent that word in my head. Right? Yeah. So. Right? Like, some of you know exactly what I mean. Some of you know exactly what I mean. Your mind is too impure. Yeah, well, it's fine. I've been around for a hot second, right? No one, I don't think anyone expects me. I feel like at this point, I have given up so much cursed knowledge, just like the random shit that is in my head. Like, I don't think anyone expects me to be like a cute, pure, say-so girly girl. That's not who I am. Chio! Dino! Hello, Dino. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I love you, Chio. I love you, Chio. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had delicious loaded fries recently. Dude, every time you post photos of loaded fries, I want them. I want them so badly. We don't have things like that here, and it makes me really sad. And now I need to go find a place where I can get those. I need to go find a place where I can get those. Poutine, kind of, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Poutine is different. Yeah, no, I don't know. I looked around. There's no place here to get that kind of thing. I thought at first that it was going to be kind of like we've got a lot of different types of poutine around, or not actually around me. But if I go into the downtown area of the main city, there's a lot of different places to get poutine. But that's not quite the same. It doesn't look like it's quite the same. Yeah. You want poutine? Poutine is fucking delicious. I love poutine. Now, there's a lot of different types, because then you can get like a standard original poutine, which is just like gravy and cheese curds. And if you're getting a normal one, you have to make sure you go to a place that has good cheese curds, because otherwise it's just kind of subpar. But then there's also some places that do like stylized or like themed versions of poutine. So I've had like a kimchi poutine once that was really good, and places that do like, you know, different, like, you know, like a pierogi themed poutine or like a this themed poutine or whatever. So yeah, yeah. And Desert Punk, thank you for that super. Thank you. You prefer unsay so more entertaining. Look, I don't think I could be say so if I try. I honestly did. I did. If you think back to like when I first started, I wasn't 100% say so because I don't think that's actually possible for me. I swear too much. But I definitely did try to come across as more say so than I am, at the very least. I tried to hide that my brain is just, you know, a weird place. I tried. It's kind of like in the beginning how I like tried to yap less. Cause like I was like, I don't know, people don't want to listen to me like yapping. Well, then people want to watch me play video games or whatever. You know, it's one of those things where it's kind of like, you know, I wanted to try to be like a more likable version of myself. And then you get comfortable, and then you forget that you have to put on the air of being more likable, and then maybe you regret it just a little bit because now everyone knows exactly what kind of a fucking weird ass Tanuki you are, but that's fine. Yeah. But I am likable. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't necessarily find myself all that likable, but I feel like that's how most people are, you know? I feel like that's how most people are. I feel like it's kind of like how people don't necessarily like their own voices, but other people really do. Kind of same boat, I think. Kind of the same boat, yeah. Yeah, bless you, definitely tried. You were apologetic when you yapped for more than 15 minutes. Yeah, I felt really bad about it, because, like, usually when it comes to gaming streams, you get, like, a short bit of yapping beforehand, you get the game, maybe you get a little bit of yapping afterwards, and, like, yeah, I mean, you guys all fully well, you're all fully well aware of my habits in terms of talking now. I tend to just, like, prefer hanging out before gaming, or, like, during gaming, or whatever, and I talk a lot. And I talk about nonsense. 24/7. I feel bad about it, but apparently people like me talking about nonsense, so it's, you know, I'm more comfortable doing it now, so, you know, it's fine. YouTube AI viewers are joking around, having a fun conversation with the streamer. Topics include state bird, mimicking anime characters, a deep fryer, and poutine. That is the most random summary. That is the most random summary. A little bit of gaming in between yapping. I mean, I really enjoy gaming, and I really enjoy yapping, so I'm glad that you guys do too. Loved your voice within the first 20 seconds of here. I'm glad that you guys somehow like my voice. I don't know. I've had so many people tell me that my voice is cozy, and I don't understand it, but I'll take it and I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate my voice. I used to hate my voice. I think it exists, you know? I don't necessarily, like, I think I find for example Kokone Senpai, I find her voice really, really soothing. Or names, brain, please give me the name that I would like from you. You cannot use dead names. You can't use the names of dead people. There are no dead. Relia. Why did that take me so long? I really like Relia's voice. I love Suri's voice. I think that those to me are like cozy voices. And then when it comes to like other there's other voices that I like that I wouldn't consider cozy. I would consider them like I don't know, like fun voices. And that's where I would put like, you know, like I love listening to Echo and like Meeta and Roro. They're very like happy and excitable. I would put like Chio in there too. I think Daya I would put into like cozy voice. I would think Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just personally, I'm like, I don't know what it is. For some reason, my brain categorizes cozy voices as like soft voices, you know, or deep voices. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think I find my own voice like vaguely annoying. So which is why when I started a year ago, I was always worried about yapping too much because I always worry about like am I annoying? Like, is this annoying someone? Like, you know, we should just play the game so that I can do what the people are here for. And then, you know, eventually I got more, you know, I realized that people actually just like hanging out and just talking. Yeah. So, I think that it's also kind of, it's also kind of dependent, right, on people's likes and dislikes, right? Because I've seen a lot of people too say the same thing when it comes to like appearance, is that like, you know, it's not that you're not attractive, it's that you're not your own type, which makes sense. And I guess it's kind of the same thing for voices, right? It's not that like that your voice sucks. It's just not the voice that like, it's not the type of voice that you like necessarily, but someone else can think that it's fantastic. Yeah. Now if you don't yap enough, we worry about you. No, it's fine. Yeah, I am, well, I guess technically I'm a contralto. So like on the higher end of alto, which I don't think is true. I'm pretty sure that I'm just an alto. But the 3 voice lessons that I had before my throat decided to gain a fun new fucking medical condition, the singing teacher was pretty sure I was a contralto, or like, yeah, so you know, it is what it is. Tanuki only upsets when she's sick. Yeah, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, no, I don't know. I enjoy just like just talking, hanging out. Yeah. She still doesn't average more than the Meeta Osita. That was its own thing. You know, and she was trying real hard. She was so worried. She was like, I don't Zatsu. What am I supposed to do pretending to be you for an hour? And I was like, do as you do. Do as you do. You know, do your very best. She was trying so hard. Cause like, I don't know, maybe not all of you have watched Meeta or done like gone and hung out with her when she's been streaming. But Meeta gets really self-conscious sometimes when she's doing Zatsus, and she gets really worried, and she's like, I'm not a Zatsu streamer, I'm bad at Zatsus. So she sometimes when I'm in there and she'll say things like that, I'll like randomly I'll just ask her questions. She is like, when she knows what she's talking about, when she like finds a topic, she's really good at going with it. I think she just gets really self-conscious when she's like not sure what to talk about. She's fantastic. I fucking love Meeta. Yeah. Like Waffle just said, she is on a hiatus right now. I think she said for August, but I don't know exactly what she's... Yeah, I'm glad she's taking some time off for herself, though, because that girl works really hard. That girl works incredibly hard, and she does not get enough sleep. She does not get enough rest. So I know that she is still doing like some collabs with some of the girly worlds that she had already planned previously. But yeah, I'm glad she's getting a little bit of time to just hopefully catch her breath and get back into it. Yeah. Hope she actually rests while on hiatus. I also really hope that. I also really hope she's actually getting some sort of rest on hiatus. Yeah, she's fantastic. I love her very much. She's an absolute sweetheart, and honestly, that's the way it is for all of the Oracle girlies. I'm really hoping and praying that they're getting enough rest, because all the girls are such heckin' hard workers, man, and they're also heckin' cute, and I always want them to be doing well. And and I know that like all of us are Yeah. We're all like, as different times of year are like harder for different people, you know, because like some people get in the winter, people get like seasonal affective disorder. That's the one. SAD, seasonal affective disorder. So like it's easier to get burnt out and like depressed in the winter, and then some of us really hate the summer. And then like, you know, sometimes there's other things going on in personal life or like with jobs or things like that. So I always want to make sure that everyone is doing well, because like, yeah, you know, you only get to stick around once, and it's best to try to enjoy everything, I think. I mean, you guys already know that that's my general outlook. I think that it's more important to take care of yourself and make sure that you're having a good time, as opposed to like being a super hard worker or whatever it is that most people will try to say is important, you know? Yeah, have a good time now. Don't just prep for the future. Obviously, prepping for the future is also important. Don't not prep for the future, right? Don't like do things now that'll be detrimental to you later. I do that sometimes, and I'm like, it's tomorrow Scion's problem, and then tomorrow Scion is today Scion, and then I hate yesterday Scion. So don't do that to yourself too often. Every once in a while is okay, I think. But living for the now doesn't necessarily mean sabotaging the future. So don't do that either. But like, you know, if it's safe for you to do things now, if it's easier for you, like, you know, like you don't only have to plan for the future. Don't like give up your happiness now and burn yourself out so that like when you're like 60 or 70, you can have a good like time then. I think that's stupid. That's stupid. I hate that. I think that like you should do things to make you happy now as well, and then like also plan for the future, you know? My goal is to have a steady life. I'm just gonna work part-time forever, and then the rest of the time that I get to do things, I can do things I like stream and play video games and yap at you guys. That's the goal. That's my goal at the very least. I can just like keep this up and do things that I enjoy, and you know, it might not necessarily mean that I've got like a huge like padding for like retirement savings or anything, but honestly, it's fine. I don't know if I want to live long enough to retire anyway. Which is, you know, that's its own thing. Vigrad, thank you for the super. Spend all your money on supers to Scion. She means don't do that. Don't do that. Don't say that. No, this is like a me thing in general. I'm very much I would prefer to like not live past like, I think like 70 is a good life for what I want. Like a little earlier than that would be okay too. But like, I don't really want to have to deal with past that, if that makes sense, you know? I know that some people are gonna be like, that's really depressing, that's really dark. But like, to me, that's more just like, that's when I think I would be okay, because things already hurt. Jello Noel, thank you for the super. Thank you. Spending money on things you enjoy. Yes, exactly. It's important. And Nate, thank you for the super as well. Instructions unclear. Spending money. Spend money on things that make your life better. Your friend back in high school wanted to die by 30, and you're like, why? Yeah, no, I very much, when I was in high school, I very much was like, 35. Then we're out of here. Obviously, that as you get older, you realize that that's really not all that long. So that's like, I think like, you know, 65 to 70 is like, I know that a lot of people will say like 65 is still like young. That's not right. Like that's most people's like early retirement sort of idea. But I think that like, because of things that like are already exist in my physical reality, I think that like 70 is approximately where like, you know, unless there's virtual reality and I don't have to deal with having a physical body, you know, if that makes sense. Because I think that that's still enough time that you can do a lot. You can have a full life. You can like help the people around you, and then it's not like old enough that you become a burden to the people around you. Because that's also something that like I worry about personally. Like I don't want to become like a problem for someone else's day to day. I only want to like, I only want to try, I like being able to help other people. I don't want to have other people to help me. Which I know is its own thing, but that's fine. Phantom, thank you for the super. Instructions unclear, spending money and don't, that's no. Lizards, thank you for the super as well. Thank you, I appreciate that. Chief, thank you for that super as well. Goofy Stories Fund, thank you. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think that that's a good enough time that for me to be around and leave my mark and do things that I enjoy, you know? I think that's a good time frame, personally. I know that that's not what everyone thinks, and, you know, some people would hope for earlier, some people would hope for well later. But I also remember, my goal is to be the weird aunt. My goal is to be the weird aunt, so, I won't have... probably like I was about to go real present, but like, you know, it's not one of those things where I'm super worried about like leaving like family behind or anything, because probably at that point most of my family will have passed away, and I don't really plan on having kids, so, and I don't want to like put a strain on other people having to take care of me. So, yeah, no, I want to be like a self-sufficient, like cool, weird aunt. I want to take care of my brother's kids and my friends' kids, and I can do the silly little thing, and, you know, and like, also no one should trust me to take care of kids, but that's fine. And Vigra, thank you for the super, thank you. Get that pineapple pizza. Yeah, maybe I will get a pineapple pizza. I kind of wanted chips too, but maybe I'll just get a pineapple pizza. Alright, thank you for the 9 months. It's not your first time here, and there are no free supas. That's your 9-month membership message is just full of lies, Ara. It's just full of lies. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm waiting for Bro Hart to have kids. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind, like, I'm good with kids. I don't mind being around kids. I just don't think that I don't think that they're for me personally, just because I mean, you guys know I'm not the most patient person in the world, and I'm not super great at taking care of myself. Also, kids are really fucking expensive, man. Kids are really fucking expensive. So like it's one of those things that I'm like, I don't really think it's necessarily in my future. Like I don't have like anyone that I'm like, yeah, I want to start a family with you. Like that's not a thing in my life, right? My goal is like have a good time, meet some fun people, like hang out, talk, like, and I've done those things. I've managed to do that. So like to me, yeah, I don't know, having kids myself is not necessarily something that I'm like, yeah, let's do the thing, right? They're expensive. On the other hand, it's not like I hate children. I don't like misbehaved children. I think that if you have kids, you should parent them properly. Cause like, you know, sometimes kids can be little shits, but like, kids can also be fantastic. I've met some incredibly well-behaved children. Kids are just like tiny people. Some of them are psychopaths. Kids are also insane little monsters. I say this being having been a teacher, but they can also be fantastic, right? They're just not for me. Better to be an uncle or aunt than a parent. Yeah, that's kind of the area that I'm in, right? Like, I'm down to help. I'm down to do things. Like, you need a babysitter. You need a fun person to just chill. Like, you have an emergency and you need someone to deal with that for you. I can do that shit, okay? It'll be great. Me and the kids, we'll play some video games, we'll color in a book, like we can go sit at a park and watch animals or other people or whatever. Like, that's fine. I can do that. Now, if I had to do that every day, I'd probably want to die. That sounds terrible. And Strudel, thank you for the super. Thank you. Hope you get better soon. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Your cousins were irresponsible and the family was response. Oh, I hate that. I hear so many stories about people who like have kids and then like dump them on their parents or like on like older family members or stuff like that, because like they just weren't really ready to have kids, but they just like decided to have them anyway, sort of idea. And I'm like, I don't know about that one. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think it's one of those things. Like, if you want to have kids, great, fucking do it. But do it when you can be responsible for that, because that's a whole other person's life, right? You know, you want to make sure that you're starting them out well, because otherwise they might end up like me, and they might end up. No, that's a lie. My parents are fantastic, but like, you know what I mean, right? Like, you want to make sure to give them the best base possible, because if you spoil them too much, they're gonna be bratty little fucks who don't understand how the world works. And then if you don't give them enough support, you're gonna fuck them up. And yeah, oh my God, the idea of having that much responsibility over someone else's life, whew, that is anxiety inducing. So, yeah, no, definitely not for me. I don't have the mental capacity to be able to have kids on my own. On the other hand, I do have the mental capacity to eat these gummies. Delicious. Ow. Nom nom. Kids aren't for me, that's for sure. Keep them away. I can deal with them. I'm like I said, I'm good with kids. They're not really in the stars for me, personally, I think. Like, I think, like, if money wasn't an issue, for example, if I won the lottery or something, and, you know, it was to the point where, like, I didn't have to worry about taking care of myself or being, like, self-sufficient or anything, I still don't think that I would necessarily, have my own kids, but I would be open to the idea of, like, you know, fostering a kid or adopting a kid or something, because, like, there's a lot of fucking kids out there who need support, but this is like, I'm talking like in the future, where I am much more mature. Cause I know myself well, and I'm not the mentally good enough, like in a place that I would be able to like give kids what they need, you know? It's kind of part of the reason as to why I stopped being a teacher too. Cause like, I'm very much in the camp that everyone who deals with kids on a consistent basis, be it as a teacher or as a parent, should be putting in 100%, right? Because you're setting that person up for the rest of their life. So you should be as supportive as possible. And you should, you know, make sure that they're getting the help that they need, and you shouldn't be too overbearing and blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of things, and I would be so worried about fucking someone up. How long was I a teacher? Not too long, like a year and a half. I had my own classroom. So I did like the teacher practicums and stuff. And I got hired into the classroom I was in right away. Because halfway through my fucking practicum, the teacher whose classroom I was in, she left. She got hired as a principal at another area, another school. So it was just my classroom anyway, and so they hired me into it immediately because they needed someone there, and I already knew all the kids and had already done all of their report cards and shit. So yeah, yeah. But so that was the half a year, and then I was there for 1 more year, and then I was like, if I keep doing this, I will either throw a child or myself off a bridge. So I stopped and I went back to school for another job. Yeah, but I'm very passionate about education, and I think that every kid should, you know, have more support. Like I feel like so part of it is like, it's not for me. Part of it was, I didn't think that I could deal with it physically or like mentally, because there was a lot of times where like, I wanted to help situations, but I couldn't. I also happened to be working in an area that was like inner city. So it was a lot of kids who like, their only meal was like the one given by the school, and those were shit. It was like a fucking piece of cheese on white bread as their sandwich or some shit. So yeah, I felt like bad that I couldn't do enough, cause I like to be helpful and to you know, try to support people. And so it was just like overall, like between me realizing that I wasn't cut out to be a teacher, because I wasn't going to be able to give 100% all the time, because it was very tiring, and I couldn't feasibly do it and be me. And then also like the knowledge that I wouldn't be able to help everyone to the amount that I expected of myself to be able to. I knew it wasn't going to be healthy for me to keep doing that, so I stopped. Yeah. But huge respect for teachers, dude. They work so hard. It's not a 9 to 5. That shit's like a when you wake up to when you go to bed. You're always thinking about class. You're always thinking about the kids. You're planning shit out. At least the good ones, you know. Yeah, it's very different for sure. I learned a lot being a teacher, going through the program, but also like just being a teacher about like, you know, people who had very different lives than me. Yeah. Because, like, obviously, I'm very much open to, like, I'm very biased. Everyone is really biased, right? Like, you know what you know. You don't know what you don't know, right? That makes sense. And everyone is raised to, you know, to think that their situation is normal. Right? So unless you're introduced to other alternatives, it's not necessarily something a lot of people think about. And that especially occurs when you think about schooling, right? Because it's just school. It's just public school. So you would assume that a lot of public school experiences would be very similar. That's not necessarily always the case. And yeah, so that's the thing is like, because I've moved a lot of different places and school tended to be pretty similar, but that's because my family tended to live in pretty similar areas. And yeah, so it's pretty crazy. It's kind of insane. Yeah, I learned a lot going through school. So as much as like it's like education that I'm never gonna use and it's expensive, I wouldn't necessarily even say that it's a waste because I learned a lot just about like life things, and it gave me a lot of perspective. So yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I think I just enjoy learning things as well, so maybe that's part of it. Your mom's a teacher, even though you had the run through of helping her and seeing what she does. Yeah, man, teachers have it rough. They don't get paid enough. They do a lot of work. They like fund a lot of stuff. And like you don't get the respect either. Like before you didn't get paid a lot, but like at least a teacher, you know, that was a pretty like respectable job to have. And like nowadays, I feel like people look down on teachers. I know Hart did. When I was going to school to be a teacher, he used to mock me a lot, saying like, oh, like being a teacher is what stupid people do, and like those who can't do teach and all that kind of stuff. Whereas, like, to be a teacher, you need to get good grades through your undergrad, and then you take a one-year program that is, like, essentially akin to having a master's. And then, you know, you have to go through a lot of other things to make sure that you're, like, an okay person to be working with children. And you get like more courses and more things, and like you do your practicums, and it's a lot of the programs are pass fail as well. So it's like you either do well enough that you would have gotten an A, or like you don't get to be a teacher. And so yeah, he used to mock me all the time. And yeah, and then he went to Asia to be an English teacher for a year, and then he stopped mocking me. And then he stopped mocking me because he realized it's actually really fucking hard to do. Yeah, it's very different from like teaching and tutoring too. Yeah. Teachers have to kowtow to parents that don't take any personal responsibility. Yeah, it's a huge problem. Parents are a huge problem nowadays, and kids know that the teacher essentially doesn't have any power anymore. So yeah, that's part of the reason as well, right? Yeah, parents and kids have more power in a classroom than a teacher does, which is very backwards. It's really kind of stupid. And I did have to trick multiple parents into agreeing with me that their child should in fact not be getting an A in the class. So yeah, I don't miss that, man. I don't miss parents. Parents are fucking terrible. Parents are not fun. I mean, it's not as if my parents were any better when I was going to school, because my mom definitely went in a couple of times to tell the teachers to give me more homework because we weren't getting enough work. So, you know, it is what it is. Morning, Phoenix. Yeah, that's the thing, is like kids can be little shits. But yeah, like they're not gonna know any better unless someone tells them. And someone actually, Oh my God, something that kills me when I'm in public, okay, I know it's bad to judge people, okay, I know it's bad to judge people, but when I see people being like, stop doing that thing, or like, you're gonna be in trouble, and then they like start counting down or something, and they get like the 3, 2, 1, and their kid doesn't come over, and then they're like 0.7, 0.5, and then they get to the end, and like the kid is ignoring them, and then they don't do they don't follow through. That kills me, because that teaches the kid. That is teaching the kid. You're telling them that it's okay to ignore that because there aren't going to be consequences, and that's so detrimental later in life. That is so detrimental later in life. It's terrible for them. And like, just like it does. Yeah, threatless threat. Yeah, and the kids learn, right? So if you don't follow through, they immediately know that they don't have to listen to you, and then they'll take that and they'll apply it to other people. So that's one thing I had to teach my class when I was a teacher, is like, when I say something, I mean it. When I say, yeah, well, I guess if we can't get this done today, if you guys can't, listen to what we're doing, I guess that means that we can't have free hour on Thursday. We're just gonna have to do this then. The first time I said that, they didn't believe me. We did math instead of the thing that we were supposed to be doing that day, and they were not happy about it. But when I said that after that, oh yeah, they knew. Same thing with like, it's one of those things. It's kind of like a lot of teachers do like the, right? And it's ingrained to do that back. That's taught, right? Like, that's not something that is normal. That's not a normal response. But like, kids now who have never been in a classroom that do that kind of thing wouldn't know what the expected response is. So you have to like teach them. And that's the same thing with like kids who like, if you never had to deal with a consequence, you're now gonna have to be taught that bad actions have consequences. And that should be on parents, but for some reason it's not, and it fucking kills me. Anyway, caveat of this all came from the place of me saying that like, kids are fine, but like, if you're gonna be a parent and you plan on having kids, please be responsible and like actually support and teach them, and like, yeah. Welcome on in. Yeah. I just think it's so important. Okay, everyone deserves to be loved and appreciated, but also like, guidelines and boundaries are important, and they set you up for life, right? Yeah. And Zalo, thank you for the 9 months. Thank you. What should we call the baby? Oh, that's true. 9 months is baby time for chat. I don't know. My brain immediately said Babe Formant, and that doesn't sound right. All teachers think the job is bad. The job itself is not bad. The compensation and the amount of responsibility is terrible. The expectations on something that is not given enough respect or compensation in any way, shape, or form is ridiculous. Parents are merciful, the world is not. If the merciful parent doesn't teach consequences gently, then the world will shove them off a cliff. Yeah, partially that, for surezies. I just, it's important to set people up to, like, not fail miserably. I just, it is what it is. Have a good night, Battle Ranger. Have a good night. Yes. Get some good rest. Some parents don't want to discipline kids and outsource it to teachers, which is terrible because the teachers aren't allowed to discipline the kids. Yeah, the teachers also do have to spend a lot of money on their own classrooms. Essentially, anything you see in a classroom probably belongs to the teacher, honestly. Yeah. Yes, teachers are expected to work on their own time to keep up with the workload. Yes, they're only paid for the time that they spend in the classroom. Anything before or after, so all of the planning, all of the photocopying, all of that stuff is done outside of paid hours. Report cards are not compensated for. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. So it is definitely a thankless job, I feel like. Yeah. You're the only one who thought teachers slept in the school. You know, some of them essentially do, I'm not gonna lie. They don't they're technically not allowed to, but there are a lot of teachers who, especially newer teachers, because before once you've taught the same grade for like 4 or 5 years, you kind of have the curriculum for the most part, and you can rotate through things that you've done previously. But when you're a new teacher, you have to come up with like new things. Obviously, you don't have like, you have everything that you teach in that class. You have to come up with yourself. You have to plan it all. You have to get all the documentation. If there's worksheets, you have to find all those, source everything. Yeah, so the first little bit for surezies, you're essentially going to be living at the school, I'm not gonna lie. The admin bloat in teaching is staggering? What do you mean? Like making like notices and report cards and stuff? Is that what you mean? I don't know. Yeah. The only one who thinks people usually bring work home without pay. That might just be an Asian thing. My dad did that every once in a while, but not usually. Usually he would finish everything at work. Yeah, usually that wasn't really a thing. And I would never. I don't get paid enough for that shit. Technically also, that would be illegal for me particularly, but your college professors did it? Yeah, but that's teaching. Teaching is one of those things where that's incredibly common to do. And I'm a Tanuki. Yes. Tanuki. Yeah. I think that like most jobs though, like I wouldn't want to bring most jobs home, you know? Like it's different if you do, like if you're a tax accountant, for example, then you have like one super busy season, so you're probably going to be doing a lot of like overtime, quote unquote. You're probably self-employed as well a lot of the time, which means that you might do things at home, but it's not necessarily for like no compensation sort of idea. Whereas if you were, say, I don't fucking know, like no one expects like a banker to do work at home. No one expects like a plumber to do work at home. So like why would anything else, I don't know, in my mind, like if you're not getting paid for it, why? Like, right? Unless it's something that you love anyway and it's essentially like you would do it as a hobby, that doesn't go for a lot of work, right? Like sometimes, you know, it's things like people who do like, you know, game dev stuff, or like people who are like artists, and that might be a hobby and a job. And then like, okay, yeah, technically you can, it's sort of like bringing work home, whatever. But like a lot of other stuff, I don't know about that one. I think it's kind of crazy for that expectation, right? It's like the idea of, like, you know, a nurse or a doctor works ridiculous hours a lot of the time. Not always, but a lot of the time. And then they go home, and they're obviously not going to be working at home. That would be stupid. Unless they're on call, but you get paid for on call. There's an on-call rate for that shit. For any job that has on-call, at least where I live, at least in this particular part of Raccoonidia, if you have anything that is on call, you must be paid an on-call shift, because that means that that day is not yours. You are waiting to do work, right? So yeah, that's its own thing. If you're doing like that, yeah, fucking whatever. Anything other than that, nah, that's stupid. I think that's stupid. I think it's absolutely ridiculous to expect people to work when not being paid. I think it's exploitative. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Yeah, I don't know. I think in your free time, you should do things that make you happy. Or you can sleep, which technically doesn't make you happy, but it gives you energy and is cozy. I do also like sleep. I don't like going to sleep, which is a problem, but I like sleep. When you worked fast food, you always called in on off days and your hours and schedule were all over the place. Yeah, I fucking hate like shift work. I fucking hate shift work so much. I hate shift work so much. So shift work is essentially just when you don't have a set schedule. So like, you know, you could work like a Thursday at 8 and a Friday at 2 and a whatever, right? And every week it's different and you get the schedule like 1 or 2 weeks in advance or whatever. I fucking hate that shit. There's a lot of jobs where that's normal. Even like more than you would expect, even in like quote unquote real adult job sort of areas. Or you have like rotational work, which I don't know how many places do rotational work outside of like, I know some places in construction do rotational work. I know a lot of places in hospitals do rotational work. I know that like airline stuff does rotational work sometimes. More shift work than rotational work, depends on the areas that you work in. But like they'll have like lines, you know? So they'll have like A, B, and C sort of idea, and they'll like rotate through like a 3 or 4 week pattern. So that like everyone gets days off, but like there's so it's like, it's technically fair, I guess. So you rotate through different areas and you have different days on and off or whatever. But it's not like a Monday to Friday sort of idea, right? Sometimes you have Saturdays and Sundays off, and the next week you might have a Tuesday, Thursday off. And yeah, cops are like 4 on, 3 off. Yeah. Yeah. Security companies do that, shift and rotational work. Yeah, exactly. I fucking hate that shit. Yeah, there's a lot of jobs in a lot of places, more than you would expect, that do like rotational or shift work. Yeah. I hate that shit. Partially because I need like very specific structure. I like doing things impromptu. I like being chaotic, whatever. But I need to have some sort of structure or I go fucking insane. I go fucking insane. And like not in the fun way, in the like really depressed way. Yeah. So like I like need something. Like even if I were to win the lottery and like never actually have to work again, I would still have to work at least 2 days a week. Just so that I had something keeping me like on a schedule and keeping me accountable. I need something that's very consistent. Yeah. You would skydive every day if you won the lottery? Oh, very fun, very fun. Yeah. I don't think I would ever skydive. I've heard too many horror stories. I'll bet not from someone who skydived for fun, but from someone who like did it for work. But like, yeah, I don't know if I would ever do that. Yeah. Ooh, 12-hour shifts for only 4.5K a month. How many shifts a week though? Is it like full time and then 12 hours? Or skydive for work? Oh, I think I've told this story before, but cause one of my uncles is retired military. Yeah, and he was pretty high in the military in Raccoonania. So, so yeah, like he has many problems. But he also watched multiple people not make the yeah, and has also himself had a couple of things that like, you know, when things like fail or you don't land properly or yeah, so Yeah. So, and I just randomly will hear these stories over like dinner at family reunions and shit. So like, I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. Like even people who's like, it's their job to like, they go through so much training. They like, it's their job. They get all the prep, everything's checked over and still things go wrong. Like, I don't really want to, well, you know. Yeah. No, I've never skydived. I would never. I once did bungee jumping, and my back did not like that. So, yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, no, I'm not a, I am not a thrill seeker in that way at all. In fact, I wouldn't say I'm a thrill seeker at all. I get enough thrill walking down a street or playing a video game. I already have too much anxiety. My adrenaline levels are probably way higher than they need to be for someone who doesn't do fuck all. Yeah. No, I mean, you guys see how I react when I'm startled. Like, it's just a bad idea. It's just a bad idea. Consider yourself a lucky bungee jumper. Yeah, it wasn't like even very much of a fall, but yeah, my back was, I gave myself whiplash. It was unfun. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's not for me. I like zip lining. I've done like zip lining through like a rainforest, like a jungle before. That was really cool. A lot of fun. You get to see a lot of cool stuff, and you get the adrenaline because you're like high up and stuff, but you know, it's safer and you don't get dropped, and there isn't just like that like at the bottom, like the, you know, where like you hit the end and then it like pulls you back up sort of idea, the fast stop and whatever. I don't mind roller coasters. I like rides and stuff because that's like a relatively safe way to do those things, and usually they're not about to fucking give you whiplash. So yeah, I don't know, I like rides. Rides are fun. I know that I talked about going to Universal Studios with Mion and Lita, and so they do not like scary rides. So I went on a roller coaster by myself. But like, I like roller coasters. I think they're fun. I used to really like those, like the ones that like go up and then drop you really fast. When I was a kid, I used to love those because it would feel like your stomach would like dislodge itself and then like bump into your lungs. Less fond of that feeling now. Used to really like that feeling for some reason. Not overly fond of it now, but I still will go on the rides, especially if other people are around and we're all just hanging out and stuff. I think that's kind of fun. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not very much like a thrill seeker on my own time or anything. There's other things I can do. There's other things I can do. Yeah. You love that feeling? I think it's one of those things where like it's okay every now and again, but yeah. You forgot where it was, but there was a roller coaster that was super fast. You loved it so much you rode it like 50 times. Nice. I think my favorite one as a kid, Universal Studios. I don't know if they still have it because I didn't see it while we were there, but they had like the Jurassic Park roller coaster. And when I went with my parents when I was in elementary, we happened to go on a day that it was it wasn't like raining, but it was like sprinkling. And so there was no one there. And so we got to ride that ride like 15 times in a row. We just got to keep getting back on, and it was so fun, and I had such a good time. My Hart fucking hated it, but the rest of us really enjoyed it, so it was really good. It was fun. Yeah, the drop was so fun. I have good memories, fond memories of that particular ride. I don't even know if that's necessarily like still a good ride, like if I would still enjoy it, or if it was only good because I was little, but I still have fond memories of that ride. Yeah. I also remember Universal Studios to be way smaller than it was when I went this time. I don't know. I don't remember much about it other than like there was like the main stretch. There was Waterworld and the fire show one, Backdraft, maybe? Is that what it was called? And then there was like a haunted house because what had just come out? It's not Van Helsing. Van Helsing had just came out, I believe. And there was like a haunted house sort of ride. Like you walk through it. And then there was the Jurassic Park area. And then I don't know if there was even anything else. That's all I could remember. Oh, Nickelodeon area maybe. Or was that a different park? I don't remember. I don't remember. But I do remember was it Van Helsing? It must have been Van Helsing or something. Anyway, they had like a haunted house or something and it was really fun. And like, I remember a part that like usually there's those places where like the walls have the decoration and it moves and it feels like you're moving. But like this one, I swear to God, actually like would move up the wall to like a horizontal level. Maybe I'm just crazy though. Maybe I'm crazy. That's quite possible. But yeah, I have fond memories of that too. The one with Hugh Jackman. Did Van Helsing have Hugh Jackman in it? Oh, it did! Wow, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That's the one. Yep, that's the one. Have a good night, Frozen Frog. Have a good night. Yep. Ah. Yeah, because they had, wait, let me see. Van Helsing, Universal.
Put your hands up.
Big Red! Thank you for the super. Might have run right around when I did. The Helsing Haunted House scared you because you thought the actors were animatronic. Oh, really? Gosh, when... Yeah, that was there for a couple of years. But yeah, it was like a walkthrough, like, haunted house sort of one. Yeah, let me see. No, it's not a horror. No, it's just there. Oh, it also had one for the Mummy eventually. Oh, that's kind of fun. Oh. It was called Fortress Dracula. Oh, that's really fun. Anyway, yeah, I remember that. That was interesting. I don't generally like haunted houses, but I also have fond memories of that one. Flight deck at California's Great America? Oh, interesting. Huh, interesting. They had ads that the Mummy one was coming out, was being built when you went. Oh, interesting. I don't remember the Mummy one being there, but I'm not from that area, so that makes sense. I've been to California or Universal Studios twice now. Once when I was a kid, and once when I went this year in the summer with Mion. Yeah. So I have fond memories of it. It was fun. It was good. I don't know if I would be considered a Lego fan, but I don't mind Lego. I think it's fun. Yeah, I've done a couple of, technically they're not Lego, but they're like Lego-esque block toys sort of things. We've built stuff on stream. I do actually have a Lego set that I was thinking about building on stream, doing hand cam, but it's too fucking hot for me to do hand cam stuff and set everything up, so we haven't done that yet. But I do have a Lego set that I'm thinking about building. Yeah. Have a good night, Bash. Have a good night. Yes. You gotta wear pants? Yeah, I would have to wear pants then. That would be terrible. I fucking hate pants. But I do have to wear them when I do hand cam streams, because otherwise, the chance of flashing y'all is too damn high. Yeah. Don't have to. I mean, yeah, I get pants or shorts, doesn't matter. They both count. They both count. So yeah. Also, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Remind me of Tom Nook. Well, I am a Tanuki, and he is a Tanuki. So I'll take it. Yeah, you don't mind, but like, I don't necessarily need everyone to see my underwear. I feel like that would get me in trouble with staff. You know? I feel like there's a lot that I get away with. But I feel like that would probably get me in trouble. I feel like that would probably get me in trouble. So yeah, I'm not gonna chance that. Yeah. Yep. You don't think staff need any more ways to roast you? Yeah, exactly. I give them enough reasons without giving bonus ones, you know? Yeah. YouTube and staff gonna fire me? No. Yeah, YouTube would probably also bonk me, honestly. Just generally like an all-around bad idea to not have pants. Especially if we happen to be doing like a hand cam stream. Yeah. I don't have teddy bear undies. That sounds really cute though, but no, I don't have teddy bear undies. How high are normal racket? You mean these guys? Pump on. Jay, can you get in frame? Oh, here, you know what? Here. What? Why'd you put me down here? What do you mean? It's fine. It's been a year. You know these people. Did you know you're a little bitch? I just want to see how tall you are. Just get back up here for just a second, okay? This is the height of a normal raccoon. And he's gone. Okay, well, I hope that answers your question. They're just little guys. They're just little guys. I'm very tall in the raccoon world, yes. To be fair, I am also the only Tanuki in the raccoon world. But that's its own thing. So... yeah. It does make it way easier to escape from the police, though, because they're not very fast. They're quite a bit smaller than I am. Yeah. You know, I just realized maybe part of the reason I'm such a good thief is because I've got an unfair advantage, but, like, you know, use what you got, I guess. Pretty short in the raccoon girl. Well, just short little guys. Yeah, just little guys. Just little guys. We do like little guys, so it's fine. It's good. Like a peach between the toads? Kind of, yeah. Yeah, that's about right. Wouldn't they know it was you, though? Well, you know. If you can't prove it, you can't prove it, right? It's kind of like even if you have a suspicion that someone has done something, until you can prove it, you can't, like, take them into custody. Yeah. Exactly. Wow. If I was switched with Poco before birth, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea, but that could be plausible. Very much could be plausible. I don't know, you'd have to ask her as well. I don't know if she's also from a world where she's the only one that's like her, though, so... Ow. Have a good night, Wumpy. Have a good night. Yes. Actually, I should see who's up and around, because my throat is starting to get a little bit irritated. Because I was streaming earlier today in the collab, so let me see. Yes, and I do also have to get food before everything closes, and it's already 11:30 at night. So I think it's Tanya's birthday as well. Oh, it's Koha's birthday. They're both going. Is I still streaming too? I is also still streaming. Fuck! There's too many cute girls, and it's all of their birthday. Fuck, who do I go into? Who do I... Ah! Ah! YouTube, can you, like, give me the person, please? Okay, restore the tab, YouTube. Yes. Perfect. Okay, I think we're gonna go right over into Koha. It is her birthday. It is her birthday. Where is it? Where is it? There's so many girls with birthdays today. So many girls with birthdays today. So I'm also gonna link over to some other cute girly worlds, just in case. So this is Tanya's birthday stream. She's currently playing Mario Kart, I believe. Yes. She's having a good time. This is the link over to I's birthday stream. I have a call-in with her later, so I have to finish working on art for her as well. Looks like she's playing some Minecraft right now. Roro is still also streaming for her birthday, but I believe she's taking a BRB break right now, and I don't know how long that's gonna go, but that's Roro's link there. And then we're gonna go over to Kohaku from Kauai, and let's wish her a happy birthday and give her lots and lots of love. If you happen to miss that, this last one is the link over to Kohaku's stream. It looks like she is doing a quiz right now, so let's go give her lots and lots and lots of love. Please, and wish her a very, very happy birthday. Okay, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me today, and yapping and chilling and learning about the states of America. We're gonna be playing some Lobotomy Corporation on Sunday, I believe 8 p.m. PST, and that's that. So I will see you guys next time. Sayonara! Bye-bye!